trust your energy. I'm liking it.
Oh boy.
All out, all out.
Yes. Anybody need food? Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different from what I normally do. I'm meeting up with my good friend Dewan from the US. He's here in Ghana right now, and we're going to be passing out meals to 150 homeless families and children around the Osu area of Accra, Ghana. We teamed up with some good friends of ours that manage a restaurant called Cherlyan in Tse-Addo, one of our favorite places to eat, and they're going to help us make the meals, and they're preparing the meals actually right now as we speak. So let's check it out. What's up, guys? I'm here with Dewan.
What up?
And this is day 5, Friday, January 1st. I can't believe it's January 1st, 2021.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. So we're starting with a year off, really, with acts of service. So we're going to be serving meals to the underprivileged, underserved children of the neighborhood. 150 meals from a restaurant that Dewan found. And it was also Dewan's idea.
Yeah, man.
So you want to tell the people how you came up with this idea and, you know, what really sparked it for you?
Yep. So when I first got to Ghana, I was super hungry. I was super thirsty. I was famished. And our security guard walked me to this restaurant called Cherlyan restaurant. Great people, great food, great atmosphere. And they actually hosted me night 1, took me out, showed me the city. And along the way, we saw a lot of children coming up to us. You could tell that they were hungry. And I learned a little bit more about their conditions. And I was just like, you know, when you get, you should give. When you learn, you should teach. And so I hope in some part I'm doing the giving part today. And as I continue to learn, I'll continue to teach. But I'm super excited and thank you for pitching in and believing in the idea, because this was something
Sure, of course.
that was like spur of the moment, but
Right.
we're making it happen. And this is how you execute on impact. It's like, don't let the idea sit around for 3 years. Sometimes you got to start small and then, you know, you scale it. So super excited and grateful to be doing it.
Nice, yeah, and you came up with the idea, on Wednesday, right? So, yeah, Wednesday, it's Friday, we're executing it, or maybe it was Tuesday you came up with the idea. We're executing it on Friday, and so that's exactly it. So yeah, and you know, I think this is kind of a tradition, because I started off last year in January going to an orphanage in Sierra Leone. That's how I started 2020. So now we're starting 2021 in a very similar fashion. So I think this is really going to be the way I start off each new year, with some acts of service. So yeah. I'm excited to show you guys, you know, how this goes and, you know, how the kids take it. And I'm sure you're going to see some really happy kids the rest of the day. So yeah, so I'll shoot the rest of this, and yeah, you'll see in a second. All right, guys, so we had just made it to Cherlyan's restaurant. As I mentioned, this is my favorite restaurant in Tse-Addo, Accra, in Ghana. And we're about to walk in right now and go pick up the food and get ready to put the meals together so that we can go pass them out to the kids all around the city. All right, guys, let's go inside, see who's in the restaurant, and see if the meals are ready. Let's do it. All right, guys, so here you see about 75 of the 150 meals. What they did is they put the meals into these buckets that were big enough to kind of carry all the meals. So these two have just meals. We have another one that you'll see that has just drinks. Loading the food. 150 meals. Guys, we're on our way. First stop is Osu Oxford Street. We're gonna start passing out the meals. Quick change of plans. We're gonna go to a juvenile facility where it's kind of like a juvenile detention hall. But because the kids on the street don't usually come till later, we're gonna go there now and start passing out meals since they're stationary. And of course, they would be really receptive to getting meals. So we're on our way there now. We're here. We made it. So this is it. So while our friend is over there getting permission for us to be able to come, film, and actually pass out meals, Skola's explaining to us the plight of some of the children that are actually living here. You have some children that are considered like juvenile delinquents, and they're actually locked up behind cages, which we cannot show. And then some children are there who come from homes with abuse, and this is their refuge. But we didn't take too much footage here because we wanted to respect them and their situation. So what we wanted to do is make sure that we did provide meals for them. So that's what we did.
This is Joe. This is Joe. Say hi.
One line.
At Oxford Street, we're gonna start handing out meals. What we decided was we're gonna take meals directly to individuals instead of having them all come and crowd and try to just grab. So as we see people that we know might be hungry or look like they might need a meal, we'll walk up to them and hand it to them directly. So you'll see that in a second.
On Oxford Street, you remember we were here first, just before we started. So more kids are coming out. The kids come out as nightlife begins to bustle because they know that they can ask for money, perhaps get a meal. And so tonight we're delivering them, and hopefully they can go home and maybe relax for the night since their stomachs will be full. So let's go.
Yeah, well done, Dad. That's a good job. It's good.
Welcome.
Yes. You good try. Good try. I have been there to show that.
We'll come back in a second. We want to drop some food off first, and then
You come sit down.
Alright guys, so here we're at Oxford Street, and we saw a bunch of families kind of congregated together. So what we decided to do is grab as much as we could so that we could bring it over to them, and it'd be easier to hand them out as opposed to like grabbing 4 or 5 at a time. But I'm carrying it on my head because it was really heavy, and that was the only way to carry them. So as soon as we put the bucket down, it was kind of a mad rush for food. A couple families ran over and started getting some food. And as you can see, there was an older woman. She seemed a little bit upset, and we couldn't figure it out at first. But what she thought was that this was all the meals that we had, and that we weren't gonna have enough to give to her and her family that were further down the road. But actually we had plenty more meals, and we were able to pass them out to her. So she ended up being happy in the end. Man, what a day. It was exhausting but rewarding. I have to say, seeing the looks on those children's faces and their parents' faces when they were getting the first meal of the day, maybe the first meal they might have had in 24 hours, really was heartwarming. And it's hard to describe and put into words what that feels like, to be able to receive that energy back from someone that you give a meal to. And on top of all of that, I think one anecdote that I want to share was, we were walking and we saw a woman and we were going to hand her a meal, and said she showed us that she already had food. And we were kind of wondering, like, where'd you get the food from? We didn't pass out food to you. And she mentioned to us that one of the other families that we passed out food to, they knew that she didn't get any, so they gave her one of the meals that they had for their family. And just to see someone who has nothing still give to someone else was incredible to see. And it was just a reminder that if you get, you should give. And I think that was the biggest lesson I think I learned today. I'm so looking forward to doing more of these. It really recharges me and makes me feel like I'm giving back and not just taking from a community and just shooting film and recording what's going on in the world around me, but really helping to help progress and help people that are living in the community. So man, I just have to say this was an incredible experience. If you've never done anything like this, I recommend you do it. Make sure you do it at least once a year, if not every so often as you can. You definitely have to go out there, pass out food to the homeless, and do what you can to affect change in the community around you. All right, guys, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can keep up to date with the next video. All right, next video coming next week. See you guys on the next one.